Welcome back to my channel, guys. Thanks for joining in to Rockin Walkers. And today we're just going to be doing something a little bit different. This is my very first time solo camping, so I'm nervous about it, but also really excited. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's hope some adventures await us, and then we have just some really good times. So the trail that I'm on is the Kaniwhaniwha trail in Parongia, New Zealand, and the campsite is about 2.5 kilometers from the car park. So that's the walk I'm on at the moment. It's a little bit of a easy walk, like nothing too hard, so that's cool. And tomorrow morning, hopefully the weather is fine. It looks like there's some cloud coming over. I really hope it doesn't rain, but I do have something planned tomorrow morning where the Kaniwhaniwha caves are about 500 meters from the camp, which I'm going to try and check out tomorrow. Hopefully the weather's okay, because I don't have any wet weather gear. That's what happens when you're first time camping and you are still assessing the waters, pretty much. So come along, let's have an adventure together, and I'll catch up with you at the campsite. Cheerio! Hey guys, so I really wanted to do a tent setup video, but the rain started coming down and it was spitting, and I really wanted to just get my stuff up, so I just went and did that. It looks like it's much better now, but I'll show you my setup. So I've had to put a tarp down because this tent is real thin over here, and if it rains or if it gets moisture, then the moisture is just going to come through. Obviously when I was walking you could see that I had to carry, so that is my blow up mattress, and that is my sleeping bag, and obviously I had to carry the tent as well as this chair. Now obviously, since it being my first solo camp, obviously, like, I've got a lot to learn and I've got a lot to experience. So any suggestions out there would be great. I only just did the setup because it's really cheap. So we'll see how tonight goes. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much. But yeah, I'm gonna get my shoes off, and I'm gonna set up the bed and things like that, just so that I'm all settled in for the night, and I'm gonna have just a little bit of bite to eat and something to drink. So yeah, I'll get onto that now. So I'll put my shoes in that corner there, and so this blow up mattress is really not fancy at all. It does have a air cushion, pillow, whatever you want to call it, attached to it. I've just realized something, guys. We are in the wilderness and there's a river right here. There's going to be mosquitoes, and I had not packed anything for mosquitoes. So, interesting. I feel like it's like struggling. I'll see how it goes. If I have to blow up more, I have to blow up more. If I have to let air out, then I have to let air out. Right. So this sleeping bag, my brother was kind enough to loan me for the evening, so that's really cool. And I think that's pretty much it for the night. So that's cool. So the tarp that I bought, I'm glad that I bought the size that I did, because I only thought about it actually after I bought the tarp, but I decided to do this, where I set my tent up right on the opposite, so the back end of the tarp, as close to the edge as I can, so that I can have a little bit of area over here where I don't land up stomping too much grass and too much dirt into the tent. So that actually worked quite well. I'm really glad about that. I'm gonna have a small snack and some water to keep hydrated. Keep dehydrated. Keep hydrated. I bought this little black bag so I can keep all my rubbish in it. Please, guys, whenever you go camping, don't leave a mess. Pick up your rubbish. It's good for the environment and it helps everyone else out. I bought myself 2 books for reading and entertainment. One is this one here. It's an edible weeds handbook, so there's quite a few different types of weeds in New Zealand that is surprisingly edible, and this book is really cool. So it gives a description of it, where you can find it, the properties in it, what you can benefit from consuming it, and also how to prepare it. So that's quite good as well, because there's some plants where you have to boil them, some here, and well, it just gives the description on how you prepare it. Also, what part of the plant is edible and what part of the plant is not. So this is really, really cool, and I'm really glad that I invested in buying it, because I want to kind of like learn a little bit more about that type of stuff. And then I bought this book I'm busy reading at the moment, called Building in the Storm. It was written by a good friend of mine, and that means a lot to me. So I'm busy reading that at the moment, and that'll be my later reading. Now I'm just gonna chill, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Cheers. So it is roughly 8:10 now. I'm having an apple, and I arrived here around about 7:15. So the sun will probably be going down
between 8:30 and 9. And yeah, but tell me what you think of this. Okay, if anyone can leave their comment and their thoughts. So in New Zealand, everyone's like accommodating and stuff. So if you walk past them and you greet them, they greet back, and everything's good. You know, they're nice people. What happens though if you are tramping from a car to your campsite and you have all of your goods, and so people can see that you're going camping, right? What happens if there are people who ask you questions like, where are you going? Where are you camping? How long does it take to get there? Did you park in the car park? As a solo camper for myself, I just kind of like get a little bit paranoid, and I'm like, are you guys gonna do something? What would you do? In that type of situation, you know, you do get nice people, and you do get people who are like just generally interested in what you're doing, because they're like, oh cool, like what are you doing? I know that you gotta kind of like use your head about these things, and you can get a feel of what people are like, you know. But on like a general rule, if there's any advice you can give to like a first time solo camper, so what are things that I need to look out for is my question. And there's like a couple of people that are like camped right here. I wonder if they're listening to my conversation. There are a few people, so the reason why I didn't show the campsite is because there's actually quite a few families, and it's just like invasion of privacy and stuff, so that's why I haven't shown the camp yet. I would have really liked to, but it's quite busy. I did take a little bit of a walk around, and there's a nice little walkway down to the river, and that's quite cool. Kaniwhaniwha, this campsite here, is a free site, so which is really good. You don't have to book. You can just pitch up and you can just put your tent anywhere. So that's really cool, and that's why I chose this spot. So the walk that I was on goes right to the top of Pirongia, and there's like a hut there and camp spaces and things like that as well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the tent sites are about $5 for a site for you to pitch your tent. So the walk, I think the walk is probably about like a 5 to 6 hour walk or something like that. I'm not I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was around about that. That's my story for now. Catch up in a while. Ciao. So the sun is almost fully down now. It is 9 o'clock, and I've had a big day. So I'm gonna call it a night, pack it in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Catch ya. So guys, just an update. It's about 4:30 in the morning, and it's raining, and the floor of my tent is wet. And I'm wet, so I'm packing up and I'm heading out. I don't want to get sick, so update when I get to my car. Bye. I woke up at about 4:30 this morning, and my elbow was literally in a puddle of water. So
It rained throughout the night, and the bottom of my tent is very, very thin. So it looks like a lot of water seeped in through the bottom, and it absolutely saturated the mattress and the sleeping bag and a whole bunch of other of my stuff. So I decided to pack it in, and I packed up my gear and everything, and walked back to the car. I got absolutely drenched. Like my jersey is wet and everything like that. So not doing the caves, obviously. I'll definitely come back and I'll do another video on the caves because I think they're quite cool. So we'll do that sometime, and I'll post that when I do it. Overall, my experience as the first time solo camper, it was cool. I really, really enjoyed it. I will definitely do it again. I definitely need to invest in better equipment, kind of like I definitely need a new tent because that's not going to work for any future journeys or adventures or anything like that. So I definitely need to do that. If I get a new tent, then there'll be probably one of the biggest things that I'll need to upgrade, and that'll be quite useful for me. So that's quite cool. Otherwise, it's really, really strange. So as like a traveler and as first time getting into it, it's really, really strange, kind of like setting up everything, getting yourself settled, and then it's almost like, what do you do from there? Because I think when we're so accustomed to being busy all the time with just random stuff, being part of like your everyday society and things, we tend to fill our time with a whole bunch of like things that can just distract us, from connecting with nature, connecting with ourselves, and I think can make us feel kind of like disconnected from ourselves. It was really good being able to sit down and spend some time just watching nature. I was reading the weed book that I had, identifying those. So it's just kind of like really, really cool journey. And just thank you so much for joining me in it. And I really, really hope there'll be some more videos coming out, and I'm pretty excited for this journey. So keep watching, keep connected, and let me know if there's any suggestions on how to do things better. Since this is my first time, there's probably so much I can discover and so many different ways of doing things. So any suggestions would be really, really cool. So thank you very much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you in the next one. Catch ya. Bye.